Okay, so I'm gonna do my wrap up. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books this month. This needs to be paused. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so the first book I read this month, or finished this month, was The End by Lemony Snicket. I cried a lot. It was good. I loved it. And yeah. Then, as well as finishing a series of Unfortunate Events, I read The Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. So I finished Harry Potter this month. And these were good. Great. The Harry Potter. I cried a little bit in this one. I didn't cry as anything in this one. I just cried a tiny bit in this one. Mainly for animals. Yeah. So that's them two. All 5 stars so far. I read Tokyo Ghoul by this person. And this was really good. I can remember the majority of stuff that happened in it. But like, I read another manga. I started another manga series that I'm definitely gonna read before. I'm gonna finish that series before I finish this one. And the other series has more books, I'm pretty sure. This one only has 12 or 16 and that one has 18. But I'll talk about that in a bit. So all of them you know about. This one's about a kid who, this happens in the first chapter, so I'm pretty sure I can say it. He, there's a land of where he lives, there's loads of ghouls and stuff, Tokyo Ghoul. And, basically this ghoul comes after him and she gets crushed. And the doctors find him and he's been, like, hurt. And they made this, like, split-second decision to transfer their organs, so he becomes a ghoul by organ transplant, basically. That's that. Then, this one I'm gonna give 4 stars, I'm pretty sure, because I liked it, but it's not my favourite manga. Even though I've read 4 mangas. But yeah, this one. Then I read this bad boy, which is the illustrated edition of Harry Potter. Let me get a better light. I have like a little remote for a light because it changes colour. Wait. Yeah. Really can't see that light. Let me Can you see it better now? Yeah, you can. So yeah, I read this. It was beautiful. I gave this 4 stars because I got kind of distracted and I found myself skipping some of the text and just mainly looking at the pictures, but I read pretty much all of it. So, 4 stars. It was beautiful and lovely and I loved it. Okay. Then I read my favourite manga ever, which is Assassination Classroom by Yusei Matsui? I'm not Japanese. And so there is a character in this book, which is this character on the front. His name is, we don't know his name, but the kids in this book call him Koro Sensei. And he's like gonna be in my favourite characters of the year video that I'm gonna do at some point this month. And this book is great. But yeah, so I started, throughout the month I started doing reading vlogs of just specific books instead of doing like a vlog of the day because I didn't read every day. And so I'm not gonna do reading vlogs for manga because they're literally like, I read them in like, I read like the first half and then I read the second half and that's it. So it would be literally like explanation of first half, explanation of second half, done. So I'm just not going to do it for that. I'm also not going to do it for rereads, which, yeah, but it's like, and poetry, because I read a lot of poetry. So I'm just going to do it for full novels. And I might do like mini vlogs of like multiple books that are like manga, poetry, rereads, stuff like that, yeah. So that's that. This is about a classroom of students who try to assassinate the teacher because he wants to destroy the world. And he's literally the cutest person ever. He's like an octopus, and he makes jokes about himself being an octopus. Like, here's him, and he's in like a costume. He's so cute, I love him. Like, he wants to kill the world, but he's adorable. I'm actually reading the second volume at the moment. I'm like 2 chapters in. I started reading it today, and he's so funny and so cute, and I love him. But yeah, so then I read that. After finishing that, I read a book of poetry called Love Her Wild by Atticus, which it seems like it was written like a long time ago, but it was actually published in 2017. So yeah, and that was literally, I read the entire thing on a bus journey. Well, I read like a few poems in class, and then I finished the rest on a bus journey. And it was beautiful. Right, I'm just gonna... There we go, that's better. So yeah, I read the entire thing on a bus journey, and it was beautiful. Like, it was so good. 5 stars. Like, it might be my favourite poetry book of the year. It also had pictures in it, so I really want to buy it, because it's pretty. Then, my final book of the year. Literally, right, this got me to my goal this year of 75 books. 50 was last year, 75 was this year. It's 100 next year. Gonna keep going up in 25s. Possibly, probably not. Maybe when I get to uni I might go back to 50, because... no. So, yeah, this was my 75th book of the year, and it was... Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. So, when I bought this copy of Clockwork Princess, I started rereading it on the way home from my dad's, because I bought it at my dad's, and I started rereading it on the way home from my dad's, and I got to like chapter 6, and then I stopped reading it. And so I picked back up from chapter 6, because I remembered everything that happened, because it's Clockwork Princess. So I started from chapter 6, so I didn't actually start the book and finish it this month, but I started from chapter 6, which is like page 100 and something. Page 125, and this book has... 568 pages, so I read like 20 pages. So I read like 420 pages of this month, but I finished it this month, and it was so beautiful, and I cried, obviously I cried. Do you want to know why I cried? Epilogue. That fucking word in this book. Awful. Yeah, okay. Awful. So, my favourite book of this month was definitely this. Because he's so cute. I love him. My least favourite. It's probably this. But that was only because I didn't read a lot of it. But, like, it's beautiful. So, maybe this... But, like, they're all still 4 or 5 star books, so whatever. So, yeah. So, I'm filming some videos for December. I'm gonna have at least one video up every day in December. Not every day. I mean, every week. So, I have my top favourite books of the year, favourite characters, Favorite TV shows is probably going to be the first one that comes out. Favorite TV characters, books. I'm gonna have like top 10 books I want to read next year, like top 10 releases for next year, which is basically Restore Me and Queen of Air and Darkness. But whatever. So yeah. And then like probably some reading vlogs. I'm going to do my TBR now, which I only know 5 books that I want to read in December, so I'm just basically gonna say them. And yeah. Oh, I'm also gonna probably make a video about books I want to reread next year, which is most definitely going to have Akatar on it. Seriously, as soon as it hits 12 o'clock on the 1st of January, I'm going to start rereading Akamath. I'm going to skip Akatar and just go straight to Akamath. Because ever since I finished it, I want to reread it. And I can only reread it when it counts towards my reading goal. I hate myself. But yeah, so this is going to be the end of this video. I will see y'all tomorrow, and Kara-sensei is going to say goodbye because he's adorable and I love him. Okay, I will see you later on. Okay. Oh my god, so green. Okay, goodbye.